Well, hello, my YouTube family. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I had a very decent weekend. What is he doing? A couple of things came for me, but I took them out the box. So now he's complaining that he can't find whatever was in the box because I took it out. It had nothing to do with you. So how was your weekend? My weekend was full of West Side Story, honey. I had seen the previous version last week, but I also saw it because they replayed it on HBO on Saturday night, which I watched again. Needless to say, now I'm crushing on Riff of all the people. He's a little child. He's 30, I think. You know, when I crush on somebody, I have to research him and all of that. Riff, of all people. Should not be crushing on Tony. Because actually, the actor who plays Tony is a lot cuter than the one who played Riff. But there's just something about the actor who plays Riff. And I know, those of you who... Everybody in the world has seen West Side Story, so what I'm about to say is not really going to say anything. It's not going to spoil anything, at least I hope not. But somebody dies, okay? And I was very upset. Even though, I've seen the Natalie Wood version, which was, I think, in 1961. And this is the 2021 that I was watching on Saturday. What is he doing? Oh, he's scratching. These kids are talented as hell. All of them. All of them. I really should have stayed in the acting field. But it is what it is. So, yeah. Okay. So, let us do lips of the day. Red. What a way to start the week, right? The liner is a Jordana Plush Red. Everybody knows this one. I've used Plush Red a number of times because it's a fantastic red liner. Lined and filled is a... Which one is this brand? What is this brand? Oh, Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild with a cute little lip, which looks like Pat McGrath, but it's not. This is Wet n Wild. I guess this was a special edition of some sort. This is in the shade Firefighting. And this is what Firefighting looks like. It's a little messed up, but that's okay. It still gets the job done. That is Firefighting. It looks like it's an orange-based red, but on me it does not look like an orange-based red. It's really a cross between an orange-based red and a blue-based red. So I don't know what that's in between, but there you have it. It's not a full-on blue-based, and it's not a full-on orange-based. It's a little of both. So there you go. Firefighting by Wet n Wild. This had to be a special edition of some sort because it's in a white case. And maybe it was Wet n Wild and Pat McGrath combined. I have no idea. But I know that the lips is usually a Pat McGrath signature. So I don't know if there was a collaboration of some sort. I have no idea. So that takes care of lips of the day. People, a package has arrived. I thought I had received everything. Apparently, I did not receive everything. I did not even remember that I had ordered another Revolution eyeshadow palette. How could I forget this palette? Because these shades are phenomenal. Marble Rose Gold palette. Let us take a look-see, people. Let us take a look-see. because I completely forgot that I had placed this order. This is what it looks like. Gorgeous. From the chocolate bar palettes, of course. And let us revel in the shades if I can get it open. Well, for starters, I don't have a plastic covering. Like, it just came like this with no plastic covering. I'm not happy about that. But at least none of them have been touched or destroyed, so that's a good thing. This palette is phenomenal. And my phone is... Somebody must have left a message for me. Look at these shades, people. Look at these shades. Are they not gorgeous? Look at this one. What is happening here? Gorgeous. They're marbleized. This one's marbleized. This one over here is marbleized. This one down here is marbleized, marbleized, marbleized over there. Lovely, lovely, lovely palette. This rose right here really just captures my eyes. Right here. So this is the Marble Rose Gold palette. Gorgeous. Another addition to my eyeshadow. I'm not going eyeshadow crazy, but I completely forgot that I had placed this order. Then I forgot that I had ordered this. I forgot that I had ordered the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. Now, I don't even know if it's my shade. I think I ordered it as close to my shade as I possibly could. But let us see how close I got. I ordered the shade 13 Warm. So let's see. Ooh. Well, I think I did a pretty good job. I think I did a pretty good job. I think this is... Why don't I just test it on my hand, Nancy? Okay, let's... Okay. Oh, I think I did a really good job, people. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, yeah. Nancy did good. Nancy did good. Look at that. I actually got it. And it's nice and dewy looking. I actually accomplished. I don't think I have to mix this with anything. This is in the shade 13 Warm. I don't think I have to mix it with anything, people. Oh, I think I did good. I think I did really, really good. You know it was the packaging that got me, right? You know I had to get it, right? Hold up. I was trying to fight it because this packaging looks pretty similar. And I'm like, oh, well, I have the Estee Lauder packaging. It just, you know, but this is Estee Lauder and this is the Charlotte Tilbury. Don't the packages look exactly alike? With the exception of, you know, this one has a bar and... But I couldn't stop myself. Had to get it. Had to get the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. Beautiful Skin Foundation, and I actually found the shade. What? This is a rarity when it comes to me and foundation shades. I always have to mix it with something. But I don't think I have to mix it with anything. This is an actual match. Charlotte Tilbury, of all things. What? Oh, I'm so beyond thrilled. I am so beyond thrilled. And at one point, I thought I had to buy two of them to mix the two. But I think I got the perfect shade. I just took a chance. I said, well, let me get this one. Nancy done good. Nancy done good. Ooh, ooh, Nancy done good. So I think I might wear this one because I'm not wearing a foundation today. I'm wearing a powder. I'm wearing my MAC powder foundation in medium deep. I didn't wear a liquid foundation. I guess because, you know, something must have told me that this was coming. I guess that's the reason why I didn't use a liquid today. Even though I had a liquid set aside, I was going to wear this one, but I just didn't feel like wearing it today. I set it up last night, and then this morning I was like, I don't feel like wearing a liquid foundation. But I think I'm going to be wearing this one tomorrow. Hello. I'm so happy. I'm really happy, people. Charlotte Tilbury, I just took a chance. I mean, you can't even really see it on. You can see the dewiness, though, right? You can see that little sheen, that little shine right there. I'm so happy. Skin looks more radiant by up to 285%. That's a very weird number. Long lasting. Okay. The whole packaging situation is gorgeous. And I think because of the packaging, packaging lures people in as well. I know I'm a sucker for packaging. Sucker for advertising, sucker for packaging, sucker, just, Okay, so I'm very, 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 very beyond thrilled. Oh, it deserves a sip. And not because I'm angry. I am extraordinarily thirsty. Okay, well, this is my Estee Lauder. Okay, let me just put that aside over there. And then I have my marble rose gold. Oh, I'm so happy with my products today. I think that's it. I don't think I'm expecting anything else. Because remember that last big ass order that I showed you last week? I really don't think. I think these were supposed to be part of that order, but I guess it took a little longer. So here's my marble rose gold and my Charlotte Tilbury. I'm very happy, people. I am extraordinarily happy. Okay, let me put these back, and then I will put them in their proper place later. Let him sniff and have a good time. Okay, people. So I think that's it. Oh, let me tell you, little girl came back to work today. In the afternoon when it's almost close to 5 o'clock, and so I don't know what started the whole talking of the Rodney King and O.J. Simpson winning the trial of if you don't acquit, if you don't convict, then you must acquit, or something like that. So we were talking about that time, and I keep forgetting that little girl is not the same age as I am. So when we were talking about the riots and all of that, I think she said she wasn't born yet, or she was like in diapers or what have you. I keep forgetting how young she is. She's only 23. But me and another coworker, who of course was also younger than I am, but at least he was 8 years old. He sort of kind of remembers the situation. But I'm older than all of them, so I definitely remember the situation between the Rodney King riots and the O.J. Simpson trial. I was of age to remember everything. I'm older than all of these people. Lord have mercy. Which makes me feel old in itself. But yeah, we were talking about that. And it made the rest of the afternoon go by really fast. Before I knew it was 5 o'clock. I'm like, ooh, I gotta go. But are there any of my YouTube family who do not remember the O.J. Simpson trial and the Rodney King riots? Are y'all younger than that? Let me know either way. It's going to stab me in the heart if any of you are younger or don't even remember or weren't even born. We're talking like 1992, 93, somewhere around there, 91, 92. Those of you who do remember or who are around-ish my age who would remember, please drop a Drop a line. Don't make me feel so old all by myself, please. And those of you who weren't even born yet, also let me know. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we were talking about. Don't ask me how the conversation started, but that's what we were talking about. The Rodney King situation when all those cops beat that man to a pulp and still managed to just get off scot-free. Tape and everything. Like, there is video evidence of them killing this man. He didn't die, thank God, but all of them with their batons beating a human being to death. Well, not really, but I'm thinking that's what they wanted to accomplish, but they did not. I think he was resisting arrest. Does resisting arrest require you to beat a human being to an inch of his life? Is it required? I can understand if he was shooting at you, which Rodney was not. He was like resisting arrest. One man resisting arrest against 5 other cops. Was it 3 cops? 3 or 5 cops. With their batons. Pulverizing this man. How he didn't die is beyond me. So that's one. Then the topic of conversation switched to O.J. Simpson. If you can't something, then you must acquit. Something like that. That was Cochran, Johnny Cochran's little phrase, and pretty much helped O.J. win his case with Kim Kardashian's father, who was also O.J.'s lawyer. I bet you a lot of people don't even know that. Kim Kardashian's father, who since passed, defended O.J. Simpson in that trial. I don't know how many people know about Kardashian's father's history, because everybody knows Kim Kardashian. But before she became Kim Kardashian, her father was a well-known lawyer. He was an attorney, a defense attorney, and helped O.J. win his case. Personally, I think Mr. Kardashian thought that O.J. was going to be guilty anyway. But the entire jury who admired O.J., I think they all saw stars in their eyes, and they just said, you know, we have to acquit. It was the century. It was the trial of the century. I think that's what it was really nicknamed, the trial of the century. And it was. And I lived through it. So I actually lived through history, people. The LA riots, the Los Angeles riots, and the OJ trial. 2 pretty historical events in my time. I have actually lived through history. And then you're going to talk about, well, Nancy, you're not old. To hell, I'm not. When you can say you've lived through history, yeah, you're really not a young buck anymore. Anyway, that is it. That is all. This is Lips of the Day. Did anybody watch the West Side Story, the 2021 version? If anybody watched that version, which is pretty damn close to the 1961 version, which is the Natalie Wood version, the one that everybody knows. When you say West Side Story, that's pretty much the only version that comes to mind. But a new generation has their own West Side Story, which is pretty much dead on. I think Steven Spielberg directed it. He did a phenomenal job. I mean, a phenomenal job. Pretty much stayed Mirror, mirror. Almost scene for scene. Almost. There were a couple of changes, like the I Feel Pretty, when Maria sings I Feel Pretty. In the 61 version, the Natalie Wood version, she's singing it and she's working at it's a dress shop. But in this version, she's singing I Feel Pretty, but she's not singing it at the dress shop. She's singing it somewhere else. Or is she singing? I think she is singing it at the dress shop. But it's a whole different setup kind of a thing. There are certain scenes that are different, but the music is pretty much spot on. There is one song where Rita Moreno, I'm so glad she's in the new version. It's just a little nod and a little wink to the 61 version, because she played Anita in the 61 version and somebody else plays Anita in this version, who did a phenomenal job, by the way. Good actors. These youngins, the ones that are up and coming now, I'm telling you, even though I'm crushing on him, the one who played Riff, chef's kiss. His performance is phenomenal. Phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. So, yeah, there's certain scenes that are changed a little bit, like where the song takes place changes a little bit, but it's not a whole new movie. The music is the same. It's still a musical. I mean, it's basically the same movie, just with a couple of changes, which is, I didn't mind them at all, one single solitary bit. Okay, these lights are like hurting my eyes all of a sudden. I've got to go. I've got to go. Do I have eyeshadow? Yes, I do have eyeshadow. Oh, the palette that I am wearing, in case anybody is interested, is the Disney Designer Collection palette, Midnight Masquerade by ColourPop. And, see, this little plastic is not in the new palette that just came from me. Whatever. The shade that I am wearing is New Dream, or is it Gaston? I'm so confused, people. I think it's New Dream. This one. Which looks different than what you see. Like, this one looks really orangey. It's not. It's more maroonish pink. And this one is more of like a semi-orchid pink, which is the one I'm wearing, but it doesn't look like orchid pink from what you see. Either way, this is the palette. Disney Designer Collection, Midnight Masquerade by ColourPop. Good stuff. Okay. So that is it. That is all. I have showed you my goodies that have arrived. I'm all happy. Let me know if anybody watched the West Side Story. It was on Saturday night on HBO. So I think if you missed it, you could still pretty much catch it. Let me know what you think. If anybody saw the original, which is the 61 version with Natalie Wood, let me know. And if you saw both, let me know what you think about both. Okay, so that's it. That's it. I'm tired and I need to go. And these lights, for some reason, are really bothering my eyes right now. So that is it. That is all. This is Lips of the Day. Eyes of the Day. I showed you my goodies. I'm all happy. Okay, so that is that with that upon that. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. Knock on wood. Okay. I love you. Mwah. Bye now.